Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. There's Max. Marley is outside and hey Tigger. Tigger was just literally right here. What you doing, bud? Tigger. There's Tigger. Hey Tigger. What you doing, bud? Well, I was gonna get a picture of him. He was just out here loving the heck out of me. Apparently that was enough. He's camera shy. Alright. I got my flapper disc, my straight on wire wheel, my 90 wire wheel. And I gotta open the tent door. It's dark, but it's really nice. I have no heat on. It's 73 degrees in here. I have to set up the new mask. Yeah, it's a full face. And turn my fan on and turn it into a dust storm in here. So looks like that's what I'm doing tonight. Try and scrub this thing up and see if I can make it look any better than what it is. It'll be interesting. Plus I can get that cleaned up to start doing that patch and start cleaning up that to do that patch. And see what else I find when I'm digging at it. It doesn't look too bad otherwise. I think there's a little hole right there. But the rest of it looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't know how a hole would start right there. I still have to get that re-welded. There's a little bit more tappy-tappy to do on there, but it's not going to be perfect by any means. If I wanted it perfect, I would have had to spend the $700, $800, $900 for that tub. Because I could buy one, but they're expensive. And with property taxes coming up next month, and personal house taxes and personal property taxes, it's not in the budget right now. So it is what it is. It'll be fine. Alright. Let me get set up and start grinding away, and I'll bring you guys back. Alrighty, guys. Okay. I got the fan on. I just haven't put the mask on yet. I was just hitting the seam sealer with the old wire brush, but it looks like that's a little worse than I thought it was. It don't look bad on her there. She needs a little love up on top though. We'll figure her out. So yeah. Oh, and there's that mask. See how it works with my glasses on. So yeah. Like I said, I was just digging some of the seam sealer out to see what I got. That side's looking really nice. That side not as much. We'll get her. Well, that side's cleaning up pretty decent. I'm trying to get back in there and get that clean. And I did the first scrub on that. So I've been trying to figure out in my head how I'm going to fix that. It's the strut tower, so I gotta make sure that's done right. I haven't found anything else, so far. I'm working on her. Alrighty. Got a little problem. There's holes all over this pan. And that is because, yeah, that's another hole back there. These vents. The blower motor and the wiper motor are sitting there. So these vents are to supply the air for the blower motor. Here's the drain. And apparently the seam sealer failed. So that drain is sitting up a freaking 1/4 inch. That drain you can see the double tubes with the 90 down there. That's what hooks up to it and drains through. So I've been thinking and thinking. Because one of these is the bracket for the blower motor, one of these is the bracket for the wiper motor. I think that was the wiper motor, that was the blower motor. I have to look back and see. So I've been thinking and thinking. And I think that I'm not going to patch it. I think I'm going to Ospho the shit out of it, clean the shit out of it, and I think I'm going to put a layer of fiberglass across it and get it level with the bottom of that hole. And then pour some water on it to make sure it doesn't sit anywhere. I think I'm going to fiberglass the bottom of that tub. I mean, I don't want to make a Bondo buggy, but rain comes through that and it's got to drain out properly. And you don't want it sitting on metal. And I can't have them holes that are all in the bottom of that, because that's going to drain right into the trunk. And that's going to rot the shit out of that. Which I'm not fiberglassing it tonight, so if somebody else has a better idea, leave it in the comments. But that's kind of what I'm leaning at. I've got that short strand fiberglass filler. And if I get that Ospho enough to kill the rust and ground down and sanded enough for the filler to stick, and I just put a nice layer across and contour it so it goes right to that drain, it'll have a pan. Sounds logical to me. If somebody else has an idea, let me know. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. Pups are playing. Garage finally cleared out. Oh, it was a dust storm in here. First round of cleaning done. Like I said, first round. There's a lot I gotta get back in there by hand. There's a lot I gotta do by hand. And that was just the first round, so yeah. The mask. That's a heck of a nice mask. I just blew my nose and I didn't get anything coming out. So that worked really good. But you can't have glasses on when you use it. There's no way to get your glasses in there. So it is what it is. I can see good enough to frickin' do grinding. I can't read, but I can frickin' see what I'm working on. So that's no big deal. And the cloud I had going in here, I'm glad I had it. Thanks, Lisa. So, give me a second, see what time it is and how much video I have. This has to get Ospho tonight so it can sit overnight. And then continue tomorrow. So give me a second. Alright guys. I soaked her down with Ospho. I drenched her. I should have hit that headlight buckets. At least to get it started working. It's Ospho. That's a 2nd gallon. So that's what's left out of my 2nd gallon. I have one of those boxes of the 3rd gallon and 4 more cans of the 1K paint. So she can sit for the night and I can hit her with round 2 tomorrow and keep thinking about how to fix everything. Actually, that ain't bad. I mean, down in there, I found out that I knew there was a hole, but it was bigger than I thought. I already knew about that. I knew about that. No super big surprises. So, I'm happy with that. So, yeah. She can sit and do her rust conversion stuff. I hit along that lip too. And yeah. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Before I go, I'm watching this. You can see how it comes around, but then it gets all dented in here. Come over here. I'll bet you this same curve is supposed to be right where that's dented and all that water's pooling up. This is all dented in. That's a big dent. And that's a hump. So yeah, looks like I got a lot more work to do on the... That's not shaped anything like it's supposed to. I'm probably going to have to wait until I get it back off the frame again. Because there's a sway bar and that whole frame runs underneath there. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to finish that when I get her back off the frickin' chassis. But as soon as it got wet, I could see exactly what it was supposed to be doing. You can see on this side how it's swooping around other than being dented. And then it should be doing the same, well, that's closer. I think that's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to mirror. All I know is you can't have a dent like that holding water. Because there's the drain hole. So, looks like I got some more work to do. But she's soaking for the night. Alrighty guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow.